Hello, everyone. What's up? How are you all doing? First, I would like to say apologies for earlier. I wish I could have done this at 8 like I was supposed to. I didn't click until it clicked in my head that I had something else to do. So I had to push it back to now. But I'm glad I was able to make it to do this now because, I'm good for setting up a live and then, yeah, we already know. So, how is everybody? Okay, how I'm doing it, I already have it queued up to where I wanted to start. The clip I want to show is about 6 to 7 minutes tops. I'm not going to show it all. I'm not going to show it all together because I do want to break it down a little bit. And I'm not starting from the beginning. I'm starting from about the 18-minute mark. Initially, I was gonna start at like 17:45, but now I think it's more like 17:26 or whatever. Wherever it's about to start from, that's what it's about to start from right now. And I'm going up to the 25-minute mark. So I don't know. Anyway, we're just gonna see how this works out real quick. But what I wanted to do was after I decided I was gonna do this, because I really do this. But after I decided I was going to do this, first of all, I enjoyed the interview. This is Club SHAY, right? Shannon Sharp's show, and it is his Monique interview, right? And when I tell you that interview is almost 3 hours long, and it was good from the start until the end. It was awesome. I enjoyed watching it. I watched it yesterday morning. Yes, I watched it early yesterday morning. So, yeah. I watched it early yesterday morning. Um, with a break in between. There was like one quick break because, I had some business to attend to. And that was basically it. I was not trying to I watched it. I wasn't watching anything on I didn't even get on YouTube until after that. Okay. And then when I did, I couldn't do much. I was out. So anyway, guys, I don't know why I'm rambling on so much, but anyway, it was a great interview. Please go and check it out for yourselves. Okay. Shannon Sharp is interviewing Monique. Yes, one of the queens of comedy, that Monique. Okay. And yes, it's Club SHAY. So type that in. Take the time to go give that a listen to, please. I please do, please do, please do. Okay, it was really good, really good. I enjoyed it. Also, I'm not starting from the beginning because what I decided. Well, first of all, this was the first piece. I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna start doing it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be breaking it up. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, guys, I had the sniffles right now. See, I wasn't even sure I was gonna do this. Hey, hi. How are you, Liberated Soul Rebel? Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, thank you so much. You do the same. Take care. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, Liberated Soul Rebel. I love it. Always checking in. Always checking in. I surprised. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Much love to you and your family. Peace and blessings. So, guys, I decided what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do it piece by piece and not necessarily in order either. Okay. So today I picked out this piece. Okay. I actually picked out this piece yesterday and I was gonna do it again. I was gonna do it like 8 something this morning, right? And then I'm like, no, because I had something to do. So excuse me, guys. I have the sniffles. Oh my goodness. God, please, no. God forbid. I'm not trying to get sick, guys. I have the sniffles. But I get it. You guys don't understand. I know it's usually around March. But hey, baby, I don't know. I think this pollen is getting to me early. I know it's February, guys, but call it what you want. Okay. So, um, yeah, so I'm just gonna be jumping around. Because for one, I want you guys to go watch the interview, the whole interview in its entirety for yourself. That's number one. Okay. If you gotta chop it up piece by piece, then you do that. But here, as far as me, I'm doing it. I'm going to just be jumping around piece by piece. Eventually, I guess I will get through the whole thing with you guys. It's just not going to be in order. I've already sat and watched it. Please go watch it. It's really good. Okay, guys. So without further ado, I'm going to get to it. Let me go on ahead and press play, guys.
And I think it was like a little clip, and they were talking about interracial dating. Yes. And you said, why would somebody stay where they're miserable? Right. That applies everywhere, Shannon. Oh, okay. It just doesn't apply to that, especially in our community. We've been taught, take care of your family, make sure. Well, there are some families that deserve it. And there are some families that you have to say, listen, I'm so glad we had this time together. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Yeah.
And that right there. And yeah, I was right. Yeah, I still started at the 7:45 mark. 17:45 mark. But absolutely. Did you hear what she said? And I see it a lot. Especially in our quote unquote Black community, right? In our community, right? All the time. I see it happen all the time, right? But for some reason, like we begin to feel bad or whatever it may be. You have to learn that it is okay to love people from a distance. I totally agree with it. I mean, she didn't use those words, but you just heard her in her words, okay? But it is okay to love people from a distance. It is okay to say, that was then, this is now. You know what I'm saying? It was cool for what it was, but you know what I mean? I'm not trying to, because at the end of the day, you have to remember, you have to protect your peace. That's one thing I always try to express to you guys all the time, because that's what it's really about at the end of the day. You have to have peace, especially in your home. You get what I'm saying? I mean, if you don't have peace anywhere else, your home should be the place where you have peace. If you don't have it anywhere else out there in your daily travels, you know what I mean? At home, you should have it. If you don't have it anywhere else, of course you need peace of mind. But you need to be able to have peace in your home. I mean, if you don't have peace in your own home, I don't know what to tell you, because that's bogus. That's crap. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. It is not okay to not have peace. That's not okay. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. I'm telling you. Don't let nobody say, oh, well, oh, yeah, well, oh, yeah, well, I'll go to the second day. Oh, man, it's all right. No, it's not all right. It's not okay. And it never will be. Okay. Let me get back to it.
That's where I am with mine. I wish all of them the best, but that's what it is. Yeah. So even as I sit here with you now, with all that's going on in Hollywood and all of the stuff I had to go through, I've already been through it with people that you call your family. And
okay, yeah. And fair use again. And also, I want to say a disclaimer. Yes, I cut my premium off. Okay, so commercials just may pop up. Oh no, I have no control over that. I thought I paused it. No.
and I have to.
The highest
What
art
the heck is this?
is beautiful, breathtaking.
Say, you know what? That has to just wash off when I know what I'm standing in and what I'm standing on.
You're absolutely right, Monique. My grandmother used to always tell us, she'd say, son, teeth and tongue may fall out, but family never should. And she stood on that, no matter what transpired in the family, no matter how bad.
I'm just going to say it again, guys.
My relationship now with my family, they're my biological family, and I wish them well. Here's the thing. I watched you do I think it was like a little clip, and they were talking about interracial dating.
Yes.
And you said, why would somebody stay where they're miserable?
Right.
That applies everywhere, Shannon. It just doesn't apply to that, especially in our community. We've been taught, take care of your family, make sure. Well, there are some families that deserve it. And there are some families that you have to say, listen, I'm so glad we had this time together. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Yeah. That's where I am with mine. Mm-hmm. I wish all of them the best, but that's what it is. Yeah. So even as I sit here with you now, with all that's going on in Hollywood and all of.
Okay. And okay, so here she opened up and she lets us know the real, she let us know what it is. And I could appreciate that, because there are a lot of us that are going through things like that, or have went through things like that with family members and or close friends that we deem family even, and sometimes it just is what it is. Sometimes I didn't mean to say it just is what it is, but it is. Sometimes the thing about that is it's hard. Of course, that is a very that is a hard thing to do. It is really hard. And I'll give an example. A family member of mine, right? Because they're my family, and because my family is my family, meaning my other family members, not this one that I'm talking about right now, but because my other family members are who they are and everything. And, they always try to say, oh, no, you guys can work it out. You guys could talk and shit, talk, blah, 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 whatever, right? Anyway, I'm wound up giving this family member chance after chance, until I just had to let the family know, listen, do not even bring up that person's name to me, okay? Don't even do it. And I'm not even going to go there again with y'all, because y'all already know this is not the first time that they have done this. She has always, you get what I'm saying, for the past however many years it was at the time, done this. So forget about it. I don't care what she does anymore. That is no longer my concern. Do not tell me anything about her, even when you talk. And when I first said it, right, when I first let the family know how I felt about it, a lot of them were offended. I'm like, it's not y'all, it's just that one person. At the end of the day, they were offended. And look, I was fine with it, because I was at peace. I let it off my chest. I said, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm too grown for this foolishness. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not like we were about to fight. You get what I'm saying? It's just, I can't help you out anymore. You get what I'm saying? And like, I can't put up with your bull crap. lady, I don't want to hear it. I do not even want to know about it because of the type of person I am. So it's just like, I mean, but basically, sometimes some people, it doesn't matter who it is, it doesn't have to be a family member, but they'll try to get over on you as long as you let them. And I was just at my wit's end. I was just over it with her behind. Like, nope, 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 nope. Stop it. But what I did was that last time, I let the rest of the family know up front. Oh no, I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell me about it. None of that. And listen, at first the family were offended. Whatever, they just gonna have to get over it. And they got over it, and it just was what it was. They're still my family. I'm still their family, and everything is all good. It's just that one person. They just know. Listen, they not bringing that person up. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna lie. Even now, all these years later, if they bring the person up or whatever, it is nothing now. But then, when it happened, I was just like, because I gotta get over this. And I'm not trying to come in between none of that crap. Like I just didn't want anything to do with it. And that's fine. So I totally get it. I totally understood. And I was just gonna bring it here also because of everything that was happening here on YouTube, right? Per se. And it's like, I know a lot of people do things sometimes because they want to fit in, they want to belong, or feel like they're fitting in, or feel like, whatever makes them feel like they belong and things like that. My thing is, I've never wanted to, how could I say, fit in per se here in this space. I was just doing whatever I was doing. Just like right now, I'm doing whatever I'm doing whenever I feel like doing it. You get what I'm saying? That's just part of being an adult, a grown woman. I don't see anything special or spectacular about it. It's like, listen, you don't like me, you don't like me. Hey, oh well, that's okay. Because at the end of the day, what? I have peace. I have joy. I'm happy, and that's not changing. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks of you. It shouldn't matter, rather, because if it doesn't matter to you, then you got some more work to do. And same thing with me. If somebody thinks of me, it's bothering me, then I have more work to do, And it's just that plain. And I'm going to get back to the video right now. Let's see. Let me go on ahead and press play.
Of the stuff I had to go through. I've already been through it with people that you call your family. And I have to say, you know what? That has to just wash off when I know what I'm standing in and what I'm standing on.
You're absolutely right, Monique. My grandmother used to always tell us, she'd say, son, teeth and tongue may fall out, but family never should. And she stood on that. No matter what transpired in the family, no matter how bad someone had treated you, you should never fall out. But hearing you say that.
Okay, guys. All right, now, hold on 1 second. Okay, guys, thanks. So now, you heard what Shannon said, right? And he said what his grandmother used to tell him and stuff. And I get it because a lot of our family members may have said some things like that. I'm not saying a lot of people in your family or a lot of people in mine, but I'm saying is a lot of us individually had somebody in our family that may have said something similar to that, right? Especially back in the day, things like that. They may have said it, and yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to do this part. First is because I just felt like it just had so much stuff in it we could break down a little bit. Well, I could break down a little bit more because it resonated with me, you know? And one thing about it is, again, even in this YouTube space, like we talk about this, or well, we have, right? It's like, oh my gosh, following what the old folks used to say, what the old folks used to tell us, and this and this and that, or whatever back in the day. But that was another thing too. And I just thought that was completely wrong. Like he said, his grandmother used to say that. But my thing is this: these family members will treat you worse than a stranger in the street. There were a lot of things going on with these family members. But yet the grandma was still saying, oh, well, it doesn't matter what happens in the family, what happens in the house stays in the house, whatever that basically is what all of that crap means. Oh, well, you shouldn't fall out. So what? You're still family? No. Absolutely not. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person alive right now that wishes it was never taught, that it was never spoke at all to the family. You know, that was nothing like that was ever said. Because then we would have had people that would have been arrested, you know what I'm saying? Or really beat the hell up and or in the dirt already a long time ago. Well, they should have been for the stuff that they did, you know, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, like I just really wish, like I said, that this whole part, I was just like, oh my gosh, like every sentence right there was just hitting. And this whole little 7 minutes or whatever it is was just hitting. It's like, are you serious? But I don't know. I just thought other people may skip the listen. This right here is some serious. Listen, it's serious. No, it's just like, really? I wish it wasn't like that, but that's how it is. That's how it was anyway. Because I'm not gonna say how it is. Because for me, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Listen, my great grandmothers, they are both now deceased. As far as I know, both of my grandmothers are still alive. Yeah, go figure. Go put those two and two together from the last part to this part. You can put that together if you want to. I didn't say it. I'm just saying. Shit. Ain't got time for it. I'm telling you, it shouldn't matter who it is. If your grandmother is a messy ass, look, let her be a messy ass over there. I don't want to hear about that lady. Shit. That's messed up though. How you got two messy ass grandmamas? Both assholes of shit. Hey, and you would think they were young too, right? Shit, they ain't even young. That's the sad part. I could see if they were young. I mean, I guess they're young because they're not 90. So I guess they're young. But shit, they too old for that mess. I ain't got time. Maternal and paternal, like Zam, both of them. You know how they be saying that? Okay, anyway, let me get back to it, guys.
That's different because just because we're blood, that doesn't mean we're family through blood, but sometimes it's somebody on the outside that's not blood, that's actually closer family than the actual biological.
We've been taught to say trauma is okay. We've been taught to say you mistreated me, you abused me, you violated.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is the problem. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I already told y'all, like, this part just hit every sentence just hit every single sentence. When I say this whole interview was so dope, please go check out the interview. Please, okay? Club Shay interview with Monique. I'm telling you, this whole interview was dope. Listen, watch it in parts, but please watch it. No, it is so dope. So anyway, but this right here, this is why I was like, no, this is gonna be my first part right here. my first portion. We got to make it a series. I'll make it a series. I ain't got a problem with it. Now, but yeah, and I know this rings true for so many of us, today. Like, and it's just so crazy. You heard what she said, right? Come on now. But the bottom line is we just taught to just take that shit. Like, it's okay. Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. What? Yes, and for so long, I know a lot of us growing up thought we didn't have many options. It's either you tell and deal with those crazy, however that may have been, repercussions. And I'm not talking about the ass because you're gonna get the ass whooping regardless. Yeah, you might get ass whoopings from a lot of different family members. But it's not like, oh, because I'm telling you, if you would have called them people to come get your ass, shit, I was gonna be out there anyway. But I'm just saying, like, oh please, yes. And it's sad, it's sad, it's sad. So it makes me happy, when I see people nowadays, parents that actually talk to their children, and or what I mean, like, let their children talk. You get what I'm saying? They care about their children's feelings. They actually took what they learned growing up, and they decided to make a change. They said, "No, I'm not raising my children this way." You know what I mean? No, I'm not going for that stuff. How my mom or father were raised. I'm not going for that stuff. How I was raised. So I love that. I love us for that. Absolutely. You got to change the cycle. You got to change the cycle. And no, nothing changes overnight, but so what? It could. It really, really could, honestly. You know why things can change overnight? Because everybody's not willing to band together and do it. Because we know it can now. We know it's possible. A lot can happen in 24 hours. I'm just throwing that out there now. I'm throwing out the seeds. Somebody catch them, plant them, or they gonna be planting wherever. Come around sometime in a little bit and watch these seeds grow. Amen. Amen. Let me get back to it. Let me get back to it, guys.
Hated me, you disrespected me, you belittled me, but I'm supposed to look at you at Thanksgiving and say, "How you doing, Unc?" That's what we've been taught. You swallow that pain. That's why people have such a problem with Cat Williams. People have a problem with people that.
Exactly. Exactly. You see what I'm talking about? Because that's how we were taught. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And yeah, hell no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You shouldn't have to. You get what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to. Nobody should make you. They shouldn't want you. You get what I'm saying? To be around someone that that they know, rather. Like, for what? I'm not saying, oh, y'all can't be invited to the same place, but if you choose you don't want to go because of something, then that's your damn choice. Shit. I mean, I know as children we really didn't have much of a choice now. I get it. I understand that, but like, come on now. Now that's why you have all of these adults like me. And it's like, are you serious? Oh, so y'all must have forgot. Listen, I get it. It's easy for you to forget because it didn't happen to you. It happened to me. So yeah, I think that's sad for everyone. And I hope anyone who's ever been through, anything like that you're better. You get what I'm saying? That you're better. Just trust and believe. They seen your light to begin with. They pieces of crap. They really are.
it says, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. And that causes a ruckus. And you would say, why are people upset with the truth? When you hear Steve Harvey say there are repercussions when you tell the truth. Well, remember when we were children, what would your grandmother tell you?
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth, because if not, there will be what? Repercussions. Right. Well, now it's got turned around. When you tell the truth, there'll be repercussions. So what's the opposite of that? Should I tell a lie?
Bingo. She hit the nail right on his head. Absolutely. No lies told. None. Nothing. I mean, it's indisputable. Okay? Champion. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? Absolutely not. Come on now. Come on. It sucks because a lot of people still don't see it. I know, even hearing her say that, a lot of people still may be lost a little bit. They're gonna try to argue that, oh no, baby, you can't argue with the truth, baby. And that's what I try to tell people all the time. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't care if I yelled back and forth with somebody, whether they yell back or not, we going at it. There's name calling, this is that. My stance is still going to be my stance. If I say you're lying and telling the truth and you're mad about it, oh well. You want to know why? And you want to know why they're mad? It's because at the end of the day, they like to say people get mad at the truth. Right? People get mad at lies too, though. That's what they never fucking tell you. Right? People get mad at fucking lies. Or should I say, they finally had enough. Because everybody's not the same, right? Some people, like myself, I may let somebody go off for days, weeks, months. It just all depends on how I'm feeling at the time. Do you get what I'm saying? Do I have time? Am I thinking like, well, do I give a crap at the moment or not? Like, it's just so many different things. And what I mean by do I give a crap at the moment or not, it's like, depending on like what the hell you're saying and how long you have been going off saying it. Like I said, because sometimes, I mean, you might address stuff right away, which usually would be like something that happens right then and there, face to face. You know what I mean? That's usually that kind of thing. But on the internet, shit, you could take your time. Just like this video. I could have did this part yesterday morning right after I finished watching the interview. You get what I'm saying? But I didn't. It's just, it just all depends on what you want to do. Nobody's rushing you, but what I'm saying is, what happens is a lot of the times these people will just continue to come at you, go at you. Then when people blow their lids, you know what it is? You know what the mainstream media is going to be showing? Or they're going to be talking about you, talking about your background, what you may have or may not have done in your past, that to them they're deeming bad. Like, what? What does that have to do with the fact that these methods were bothering me and my family for X amount of weeks? You get what I'm saying? So now I finally snap. Or you finally snap, and God forbid anyone else snaps. Now, I'm just saying. And now all of a sudden, we're the bad guys? No, how the hell are we the bad guys? Because we finally had enough. Or we just want to nip this in the bud so it doesn't go any further. Whatever the case may be. Just saying. Just saying. Because for some reason, I don't think people understand.
And get a reward? So that's how we're rolling right.
Exactly. Exactly the point. So again, right, the whole thing was we were taught if we told a lie, we'd get in trouble. Now, like she said, now it's if you tell the truth, you're getting in trouble. Basically. You get what I'm saying? Oh, well, the exact words were there'll be repercussions. And for what? Because I told them truth. Like she said, now they're getting awarded. They're getting every damn thing. All you got to do is lie. And we're going to make sure you're right. Just keep on lying. Don't you ever tell the truth. Absolutely. Go for it. Like, come on now. Listen, she didn't lie. Did she lie? Nah, she ain't lie. Here we go.
Right now, that's how we're dealing with one another right now. So when it comes to family and people saying, oh, Monique, how could you? Listen, I want to live the rest of this journey that I have in peace. I want to be with my family, in love with my man, he in love with me. We watch our babies grow and develop their own families. I don't.
Amen, 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 amen. People don't understand that. And that's what it's about for me. But people don't understand that. For some reason, they make up this shit in their head, and or they just never really, they don't want to take the time to understand. Because it's easy. And you know what's so crazy? It is so easy to understand someone if you just listen to them. Just listen to them. Because eventually, whether you like it or not, okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example, right? You asked me what I have on today, right? No, you asked me what color it is. I say it's whatever color it is, it's a dark shade of the initial color, right? So I told you something, but I didn't tell you the whole thing, right? All I said was it's a darker shade of its initial color. Now, I didn't lie. However, I didn't really give you everything. But if you keep listening to me talk enough, if I keep finishing, if I keep on going, eventually you're going to know exactly what color it is. What I'm saying is, it doesn't take much. All you have to really do is listen. Do you get what I'm saying? That's all it is, because people will let you know. Unless they won't let you know, then whatever, right? Because everybody could try to argue that. But no, it's inevitable. Why? Because we are all human. And that's just how the brain freaking works. You can say whatever you want to say. Why do you think they have these people go and study all of this behavioral this and blah, 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 blah? Why do you think there are so many studies on the human to this day? Exactly. Just go look it up. I'm telling you. And as much as everything may not fit every single person, and that's the bullshit. See how easy that was to do and to say? And that's the bullshit right there. Because they will lie to you to your motherfucking face. I mean, right? They will look you in your eyes and tell you a lie for no reason. However, what do they like to say? Oh, well, this shows or that shows or that shows. I don't give a fuck about the damn statistics, bitch. I'm a happy hoe. Don't let them lie to you now. Just listen, but just pay attention. It's good to always keep your eyes open now. Keep your ears open.
I don't need anything in the midst of that because you family, that I should accept that trauma. I should accept you not taking accountability for what you've done, what you've said, and we just washed the slate. That's why we're in the position we are now as a community, as a Black community, as a community in entertainment. Everybody's been.
Amen. 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 And again, and this is why we are at where we are at, and this YouTube community. No, I'm so serious about that though, because this is what it is. It is done everywhere. And like I said in the beginning, and this is why I wanted to bring it here, because it's being done over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I mean, there are people, they literally say the same exact thing every single fucking day. When will you guys wake up? When are you going to understand? It takes more than just saying it, right? And I'm not even going to lie, some of the people make me sick. Not necessarily the ones that it's their channel and they're saying things, but the ones that like to join their channel and act like they're part of a damn solution when they know damn well they ain't a part of no fucking solution. They ain't a part of shit. Because I'm telling you, if you were, in fact, I mean, you would be, there would be some work shown. I haven't seen any work. I haven't even seen none of that. And the fact that these people will still let these people get away with that bullshit, it behooves me, you know. It's like, it's above me now. What am I going to do? Absolutely nothing. I'm just bringing it to you. Because it's just that easy. It's that simple to be manipulated by these people, right? Because they love it. That's nothing in this space. People love to use the word manipulate. Baby, if a motherfucker doesn't have to say anything and you calling that manipulation, well, hey. And that's what I'm going to say on that. I'm going to let her keep talking. Come on, Monique. Come on, Monique.
So afraid to say, look what they did to me. Look what they said. And it's like, oh, well, listen now, we don't want to ruffle no feathers.
Bingo. There we go. Absolutely. Because that's what it is. That's what it seems like. On every single freaking thing. It doesn't matter what the discussion is about. No, people don't want to speak up. They don't want to say anything. Oh, what did you think? That they don't want to ruffle any feathers. Y'all don't want to ruffle any feathers, huh? What? I wouldn't give two shits who fucking feathers get fucking ruffled. You fucking with me? You've been coming for me? What? So now when I say something, oh please. Just because you don't like what I said, oh well. I didn't like what the fuck you said. And or I may not have agreed on what the fuck you said, depending on what the topic was when it actually fucking happened. But regardless of what. So because you didn't like the fact that I have a difference of an opinion, or because you said something nasty to me and I came back and clapped back at your ass as a problem, what? Who you running? Whose life are you paying for, sweetie? What? I'm not in nobody's motherfucking pocket hole. And ain't trying to be in it either. The nerve of some fucking folks. But they'll have you believe something else. And I just feel like it is too easy to get caught up in the shit. The next thing you know, you don't even know how the fuck you got there. You in the middle of a fucking tornado. Shit. And obviously you can't be in a tornado for that long. You know, you about to get spit out, baby.
Feathers, especially if the messenger doesn't fit what people should think the messenger is supposed to look like.
Right.
And we keep repeating history, Shannon.
Is it a situation, Monique, where...
And that is so true. That right there too. That is so true. Yep. Especially if they don't like what the messenger looks like. I mean, as much as everybody out here, not me, but y'all, I was like, oh, it's 2024. It's 2024. And it was 2023 last year. What's up? What are you talking about? No, but seriously, they don't like the way you look. It's like, whatever. We ain't trying to hear that shit. But you know what's so funny is because you could say it, not even 10 minutes later, it's 5 other people saying the same exact shit you said. You get on the internet, say one thing, next thing you know, or you let them know, oh, you about to do the next thing you know, 5 other people, they hurry up, they on it. Like, that wasn't even a thought in their head. Like, damn, now I know why. But that's one thing this little space will teach you. You don't tell nobody shit until you're ready. And what I mean by that is what they tell you about business. Okay? This is a business tip right now. So this is a very brief intermission, and this is just a business tip for y'all. Keep your ideas to yourself. Once you get all your paperwork in order for all of that, then you can say, oh, I have an idea, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, because you already got all your ducks in a row. Don't ever in your motherfucking life tell these motherfuckers about your fucking idea, because I could tell y'all literally later on some other time, right? 3 different things, right, that were fucking ideas, right, that I had, and they went stupid, they went crazy. The thing about it is I hadn't went and did what I needed to do prior to that. So anyway, now let's get back to the show. Okay? Let's get back to the show. All right, thank you.
People look and say, well, you made it thus far. Well, it couldn't have been that bad, because if it has been as bad as you said it is, Monique, how would you have ever gotten out of Be More? How would you have ever gotten into Hollywood? How would you ever have a talk show? How would you ever be on a sitcom? So how is it that bad, Monique, and you end up like this?
You know, when you first got in the NFL?
Yes, ma'am.
Your eyes were like this.
Yes.
And it was, oh, I made it. I'm here.
Right.
And then after you start getting in it and you started seeing things and you started feeling things and now your eyes start getting a little closer, because now you're understanding what the business is.
Right.
So when you first walk through the door, you're walking through the door saying, come on, baby. Oh, this is all I've ever prayed for. And when my baby Cat Williams sat here and said, no one's ever gone out to LA and got a sitcom like that. I was in LA for 3 months.
I also wanted to tell you guys, even if you do want to tell somebody about your idea and whatever, it happens, right? Don't worry about it. Just hurry up and go get your paperwork. Just make sure you at least have your idea already written down somewhere and dated and notarized at the very least, okay? Before you go telling somebody your business. And don't let these people discourage you. Don't let these people tell you, oh, that's a stupid idea. That's a dumb idea. Why the fuck, or why the hell, or whatever. Don't listen to their ass. I'm telling you. Do what you want to do. You believe in yourself. Don't let nobody try to break you down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if these people didn't believe in themselves, they wouldn't be where they are now. I'm just saying. Okay? And to what she was just saying just now, I think I forgot a little bit. Let's see.
And here comes a show called The Parkers.
Oh, okay. She's talking about well, y'all gonna hear it. Her getting her show, how she first got her show in Hollywood. The Parkers. Now, she talks about this a lot more later on in the interview. So again, please, guys, go check out this interview, Club SHAY with Monique, okay? Thank you very much. This here is Shannon Sharp, and this is Monique. And yes, these couches, oh my goodness. I wouldn't call them couches, but these are nice. I'm loving it. Anyway, let's go. Let's get back to it.
And there we go from there. It took off from there. So
here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
See, this is why I need premium back.
I think
I did myself a disservice canceling premium and then want to do a live. It's like, oh my goodness, these ads, right? Anyway, okay, just had to say that.
when people say if it was so bad, you mature. You begin to understand what you're dealing with.
Right.
You begin to understand what you're in the midst of. And once you understand it is when you can speak on it.
Right.
But before you really know what you're looking at, how do you speak on that?
Right.
Because when you first walk in the door of Hollywood, you have everybody telling you, oh my goodness, you're going to be amazing. Oh my goodness, this is going to be incredible. Well, that's all you know.
That is all you know.
Yes.
But you're so happy to be here.
Yes.
And you're like, okay.
And I agree. I absolutely agree. I have nothing against any of that they just said. Absolutely not. I totally agree. I'm gonna let her keep talking because what she says next is what ties it all together for me.
When I listen to your story, you say dirt poor.
Yes.
Bathroom outside.
Yes.
It was, we had to make it work however we can make it work.
Correct.
And then you get that first big check.
Yes.
And you think the people that gave it to you is awesome because they gave it to you. And it's more money than you've ever seen before until you find out this ain't the right money. This ain't the right amount. Wait a minute. If they got this, why am I getting this?
Absolutely. And again, I think that goes back into, you know what's so crazy? I didn't even intend for it to. But my little intermission thing tip, this goes back into that. Going in, right? And you don't know anything about it. So, you know, you just get into the business, even though you're not really into the business side of the business. This is what she's talking about right here. So you're getting got. They're ripping you off. Yeah, you on TV. Yeah, this, that, and the third. But again, like she said, but it's not even the right amount because she didn't know the business side of the business. Like some of us, myself, and I've spoke about this before, I wasn't raised to know anything about business. Do you get what I'm saying? I wasn't raised to know anything about business. If it wasn't about saving money, you get what I'm saying? My business end of it was my allowance and saving money. That was it. That was my business end of everything growing up. Like seriously. Until I, you know, started working on the books. Because before then, yeah, I would babysit. You know, I have so many babysitting jobs or whatever, but I started working, I was 16. And that's when other than that, I never even thought about this, X, Y, and Z. Came close to it because my father had a patent for something early on. I must have been about maybe 6 years old at the time. Anyway, but I still even then didn't know anything about the business. I only knew about getting his idea patent or whatever and all that other crap. But I was never taught about the business. Okay, so this is what she's talking about now, guys. You could be in the business and still not know about the business. And in this case, I'm going to use it as politics at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? Because you know how many times I was always hollering over here, this is not a business. This is not a business. Y'all know my beginning months over here. Oh, I used to yell that out in every single video. This is not a business. This is not a business. Da, 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 da. Not knowing I am, of course, a walking business. Okay. Now, as much as I knew that, I didn't know that on this YouTube thing or whatever. I wasn't thinking like that. I didn't care. And honestly, I'm still not thinking like that. So it just is what it is. Yeah. I wasn't just going along with none of that shit because, like I said, again, I told you guys then, I don't know when I'm going to have time to be here because I have other things going on in my life, So I like to be able to know I'm going to be available. I don't want to just, I like to know for sure. But anyway,
then you start putting the pieces together and you start saying, it's not right and I'm going to speak about it. See, when I saw Taraji broken on those platforms, it was painful to watch. However, Taraji and I had a conversation over a decade ago.
Yes.
And I feel her on that. Because even in this space that has happened, right, even more recently, right, there are people talking about what they went through and stuff like that in this space and all this other stuff. And me personally, I didn't even say anything. Because my whole thing was like, well, it happened to me. So, and with all my years of living, along the way, I found out that if it could happen to me, it could happen to anybody else, And, oh, well, if it happened to them, it could happen to me. And yes, God forbid, of course. God forbid. However, I'm not walking around clueless. I'm not thinking that, oh, I'm above this one or that one is above me. I'm thinking, okay, well, this is life. I'm thinking with common sense. I'm thinking with knowledge. I'm thinking with everything in me. Whether it's just past experiences, even if they don't have anything to do with whatever situation it may be, right? So now and I hate that, right? I really hate that because I like for people to not have to suffer. I don't like to see people suffer, and I don't like to see people hurt and things like that. That's just the type of person I am. So when I hear this thing, when I was hearing it, and I'm just like, damn, like, I feel bad. Like, I wish that didn't happen to them. This is what I'm thinking in my head, but I couldn't bring myself to like comment or jump in and shit because it had absolutely nothing to do with me. However, I have been through the same exact thing. Everything they were saying, I'm just like, damn, I've been through all of that, like every single thing. And it's just like, wow. And I hate that. I honestly do. I hate that because I don't like to see people hurt. I don't like to see people down and out, things like that, So, yeah, it sucks. And this is what I thought that, each one teach one, by us sharing experiences and things like that, that we could hopefully help somebody else and not have to go through what we went through. We could skip that altogether. You know what I mean? If we could point out the signs, the whatever, share about what's going on. Hopefully it helps somebody else. It may save somebody else, from any kind of pain, turmoil, whatever in the future. Things like that. Now I get it, granted. What was it like to say? Well, sometimes you got to bump your head, and that is okay, right? But not everybody bumps their head. That bumps their head, survives. So that's not something that I would want. Do you get what I'm saying? Everybody is not the same, and we all know this, and we all say this every single freaking day. So why not try to help your fellow man or woman out, right? Why not? Share it, share it, share it out. You get what I'm saying? Why not? Why wouldn't you want to try to help somebody else out there? Why would you want to see them hurt and broken down? You've been hurt and broken down that same way before. Or even if you weren't hurt and broken down, it happened to you. And you know you didn't like it when it happened to you. So it is important to share these stories and things like that. It is important to get the truth out there. Whether people take heed to it or not, so what? You've done your job. You got what I'm saying? That's the least I feel like people can do. And there's nothing wrong with that. I get it. There are no cartoon characters come to save anyone. And I just wish more people would start saying that shit. You know what? Let me write that down. There are no cartoon characters coming to save your ass. None. Okay? No cartoons coming to save you, baby. Not at all. So, I mean, people need to get it through their head. I feel like that because it's like, it's always said this, that. Oh, I'm not like this. Oh, I do this. Oh, I. Yeah, you what? You what? Like, what the? Yeah. Let me bring it back. Okay, we're going to get back to this video. Here we go.
In my trailer when I was doing the Monique show. And she said, you got to keep on getting it until your turn comes. And I said, Taraji, most of us die.
Hey, what's goody SD? Thank you for stopping by. I didn't even know you were here because I have to stay on the other side because I still haven't figured out how to have it right next to each other. So I don't have to click over it, like stay on the other side of the video. So I can't see the comments when I'm actually over there on the YouTube side. So my bad. What's goody? Thank you for coming through and showing some love. Purple hearts. Purple hearts. And all the black flags. Salute. What's goody? Okay, here we go.
Before our turn comes. We got to ask for it right now. Now, I understand that because there was a time I felt the same way.
Exactly.
Because that's what I was told.
Right.
You just keep going and we'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. And the next time never comes. And then you see our sister broken, sitting on those platforms. Now, when I said it.
And we are coming to the close of the time of it ends. Like I said, I'm just doing the clip up to the 25-minute mark. And yeah. So before I finish this and everything, I want to say that I thank everybody for stopping by. Now while it's live and in the future, if you're listening, I also want to say that I really wish that more of us would really put the work in. And what I mean by that is actually movement. And I'm not talking about our tongues and our lips and our teeth, like, excuse me. Oh my gosh. I think I have to blow my nose. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, if spring isn't coming, thank you guys. I'm back. So what I was saying is putting the work in, because it's easy to talk about it. You know, no matter how many times we talk about it, unless we start moving, springing into action, you know what I'm saying? There is not going to be a change. Yeah, it's nice to talk about it. Cool. But we have to spring into action. That's what we need to be doing. I know I do. Like, listen, I'm with it. It doesn't matter what. So if it's for a good cause, call me. Shit, I'm with it. I have no problems.
When I said it.
Why didn't it get the traction when you said it that when she said it? Now all of a sudden everybody is coming, and I don't have a problem. I'm glad.
Yes.
But if you said this a decade ago, and I remember you saying it over a decade ago, why didn't it get the traction? Why didn't it get the support? Why wasn't it propped up when Monique said it?
I think there's a few reasons why. Number one, it was the messenger. I should just be grateful I got invited to the party. You a big, fat Black woman. How dare you be the one? And then on top of that, you're saying names. You're saying Oprah's name out loud. You're saying Tyler's name out loud. You're saying Lee's name out loud. You're saying Lionsgate out loud. That's not what we do. We say they. We say the people. We say the studio. We say the producers. How dare you actually say our heroes' names?
You're very specific.
These are our heroes. How could you say their names out loud? Because they're the ones that did it. And if I don't say it out loud, now you see a woman that is swallowing that pain, that is so stressed out. Then you see our sister Taraji P. Henson sit on that platform. And I love that baby because she's a beautiful spirit. But to see her that broken, what our community was saying was, we have a hard time, some of us, we have a hard time seeing a strong Black woman with her back straight and a chin up and a strong Black man standing by her side. We have a hard time accepting that, but we can accept seeing a Black woman broken. Now it's really serious because she's falling apart. Our community had a hard time with those two things. And when I would hear people say, why is her husband there? What?
Okie dokie. Okie dokie, guys. And that was the end of the clip for me. And what I'm saying is this, right? Oh, wait, what happened to my banner of the fair use? Oh, okay, well, I'm done with the clip now. So maybe I don't need it. Hey, SD. No, and that's exactly how I like it. Right there. The truth. The truth. Because that's what it is. Even here, like I was saying earlier, even here in this space. What? You calling out people? You doing this? Oh, you did it. Right. Because I'm standing up for myself. And I've stood up for some people. You know? Shit. So what? And I'm always stand up for people when I feel like it. Shit. I'm not gonna lie. It is so hard sometimes not to stand up for people because that is what I do. Do you get what I'm saying? That's just something that I do. I've always done it. As an older sibling, like shit, it was always a part of my job description. Hell, before I had a job, that was my job. Are you serious? Like, hell yeah. I'm gonna stand up for people. Because I just don't like that. Like, come on now. Like, stop. Like, especially when you just picking on people. Like, come on now. Somebody come for you, that's cool. Listen. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Listen, I had to get used to this world because this is not my world. This is y'all world out here. And what she said was the absolute freaking truth. At the end of the day, y'all don't want to see that. What did she say? What? A strong Black woman. Oh, a Black woman, and she had a strong Black man by her side. Her husband right there. Oh, no. Oh, but when it happens to the broken female on the side, Oh, now y'all want to come running. Oh, now everybody done lost their fucking minds. We can't believe you did that to her and all that shit. Like, what? Like, wait a minute. Same thing with the guys. It happens. Like, you know what I mean? The guy with the wife is one way. The guy that doesn't is a whole nother way. And it's the truth. It doesn't even matter what it is. Even in this space, it's like, damn. Y'all don't want to stick together for the good. So obviously, I mean, I don't have any expectations anymore. You know what I mean? But that's just crazy. What you doing, Nestle, though? Like, nah, that whining, baby. She's never whining. You the only one whining. Oh, that's why I was off, because I had that thing up. I'm like, what happened to my banner? I am so slow, guys. You know, I don't be on here enough sometimes to remember these things, because even when I'm up here, you know, I usually don't have that what's the name one up there like that, just stuff. So that's my bad, guys. But everything she said was right. And like I said, that entire interview, I'm telling you, y'all need to go get y'all life. All right. Go over there to Club Shay and watch and watch Shannon Sharp's interview with Monique, please. And thank you. Absolutely. Like, that's this lady still whining. No. She wasn't whining. She was up there speaking her damn truth. She was being interviewed, sir. What do you mean whining? Whining about what? Let me tell you something. I've seen a Shannon Sharp interview where he's interviewed somebody else, and they were up there whining. Okay? Shoot. Don't even try it. Okay. Them people was up there. First of all, and you know what's so crazy? Because her and Cat Williams didn't drop nothing that hasn't been said or out there in on the internet before. There are people that have went up there and disclosed people business and stuff that and dropped some stuff that nobody ever even knew about unless they were a part of it. Why? Because it wasn't all over the internet. Do you get what I'm saying? Why they did it, I don't know why. That wasn't the why. I'm just saying, like, come on, y'all need to stop it. Y'all need to stop it. This lady still whining. Oh, please. Why is she the whiner? And you need to go watch that interview. You better be lucky I said I'm going to do it the way I'm doing it. I'm just doing it clip by clip by clip, piece by piece by piece. In whatever order I feel like doing it in. Straight like that. But I was starting with this piece, and I gave y'all this piece. Shoot. Still whining. She wasn't whining. Not at all. Whining about what? Hell. Absolutely not. And I just love their whole back and forth. It was so lovely to see. It really was. It really was. It was really good to see. But it was nice. It was really nice. You don't get that anymore. A lot of the times you get, I mean, see, that's one thing about, in the background and stuff. Because, people could talk before an interview, even before these reality shows, right? The producers might tell you, oh, well, this is going to happen. We're going to set up this scene here. This is going to be the topic, da-da-da. They'll tell you one thing, tell the other person another thing. And then the next thing you know, that person is hopping up, trying to kill you, okay? Like, please, you don't even know. The way they edit these things, too, you never know which day is which. You know what I mean? Shoot. You could be talking about somebody else. You could have called X a B, and then the next thing you know, they got you up there edited looking like you called Y a B. Like, what? I didn't call Y a B. I called X a B. But, sure. That's not how they edited it. Okay? There wasn't no editing going on around there as far as like what was said, the back and forth. No, I love that. It was nice to watch. And it was spot on. I think everything they touched on, it was spot on. It was spot on. Now I get it. Granted, a lot of people don't want to hear her talking about the past. But what the fuck is she going to talk about? She can't talk about the future. She's not there yet, sweetie. I mean, she could talk about what the plans are for the future. And but I'm not gonna tell you anything because you just gotta watch it. I mean, but seriously, like, come on now. We know the past. We don't know the future. Remember that. We do not know the future, right? I mean, we do, but we don't, if you know what I mean. And what I mean by that, in case you didn't know what I meant, I mean, we know it only gets worse from here. We already know that. You know, people talking about whatever. Let me say something. The minute, the second you feel like you're in danger, run. Don't stop. I'm telling you. Don't let these people get you. I'm telling you. Get on, get on. Oh, you know what? You know what I want to do? I want to end this stream and start a new stream. I want to end this one and start a new one because I don't want this one to be too long. I don't want, to start talking about other things or whatever on this stream. So I'm going to start another stream in a few minutes. I thank you all for being here. Whether you're here now or in the future, I appreciate you all. And I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.